Welcome back to Home for the Holidays. 'Tis the season to shop small and share big. I'm Tiffany.
And I'm Margaret. And this week's theme is artful finds and local treasures. And I had to wear some of my local treasures because this I bought at a local boutique. I think it's closed now. It was on in downtown Bethlehem. But anyway, this is my holiday
I love it.
go-to.
I love it.
And my earrings are also small, owned Susan Bella.
Susan
jewelry.
Bella.
So I'm just trying to match you, girl.
Yeah.
Your energy.
Well, energy gets us through. So speaking of that, what we're talking about today with our artful finds and local treasures, these are the kind of things that make you say, where did they get that? Where did they find that?
Exactly. Yes. Whenever I wear this, somebody is like, can I please try that on? It's amazing.
I love that. And it looks so soft and everything.
It's really cozy. All right. So, yes.
Okay. So here we go. Here's today's question.
Yep.
Matching pajamas.
Why not?
Since we're talking holidays.
Yeah.
I'm okay. No, you're a hard no.
You're a hard no on the holiday matching pajamas. The picture?
Oh, no, for others, fine. Yeah.
You're not doing it.
No.
Okay. All right. I did it for the first time it's not something that's been in my regular repertoire, but last year.
Do you have a pet?
I have pets, but I have cats.
Did you put any pajamas, matching pajamas?
No, you don't
gotta
do
go
that
all the
with
way.
cats.
It's like if you're going to start
I
you
love
gotta
that.
take
If
it
you're
to
going to do it, you have to do
you
it.
have to take it all the
did-
way. That's what I'm saying.
We did a post picture. Like, actually had my sister-in-law is a photographer. We actually had her come in and take pictures, like a family picture with the cats. 'Cause
Okay.
we don't have kids. And I was like, I'm sending a Christmas card.
See, I feel like I have not done it yet, and I'm still not at a point in my life to do the matching pajamas with my kids.
Okay.
However, I feel like I have goals to do that in the future.
Yeah.
I would like to implement that at some point.
All right. It's
Yeah.
not too late this year.
No, it's too late this year.
Oh, okay.
Yep. For me.
It's a cop out.
All right. So when do you start your holiday shopping?
I shop all year round, but I really start reeling it in. I would say Black Friday.
Yeah.
Black Friday, I really go down the list and check and say, who do I already have for? What are we looking at?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So are you like a Black Friday shopper too? Like you'll get out there?
Yeah. I go with my mom because I think I may have mentioned it in one of the past podcast episodes. My mother's birthday is the week of Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes falls on Thanksgiving. And so it's a tradition for us, and it's so much fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're out there at 6 a.m. Yeah.
No. Anthony, what about you? Do you partake in the shopping?
I'm a retailer, so I am providing the shopping. You come and buy things from me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great.
So, and I'm probably one of the worst consumers in that sense. And just a little background. My wife would be the one that would go shop.
Uh-huh.
Aw. Yeah.
So I'm not sure what to even think of this year
Okay.
Yeah.
in that regard because she passed away last November 11th.
Oh,
Right.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So I didn't mean to be anybody down, but I
No,
don't.
but
it's a year. You're in the year of first.
you're just being authentic.
You want?
Yeah.
I just figured like we start there so people understand why I would say something like that.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. You definitely can just say no this year.
Yeah, I don't know. But you can all come see me.
Yeah.
And I would gladly sell you something.
And now
Yeah. So we're going to talk with Anthony Marraccini, who's the gallery owner of Connexions in Easton,
Mm-hmm.
right?
right.
Okay. So you've been around for 2 decades, this gallery.
This marks our 22nd year under our ownership. But
Wow.
Connexions was started in 1990 by Robin Porter. And
Okay.
so this is its 35th year as an entity.
Wow.
I'm fairly certain it's the oldest art gallery in the Lehigh Valley.
Wow.
Snow Goose could be close to that, but I think that would put us in that position.
Wow.
And just for reference, I'm going to use us and we
Okay.
as we talk.
Great. You're a
That's-
gallery. A gallery is more than one thing.
Well, I carry
Right.
Alice's memory still. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
How would you say that the gallery has evolved over the years?
After we bought it,
Yes.
we bought it in 2003. We kept the concept consistent with what Robin's vision was. It's a local, regional, contemporary art gallery.
Okay.
It always has been.
With local artists,
artists,
hyper
yeah.
local.
Yeah, we're hyper local. We're probably like the most local product you can purchase. You know, And so when we took over, we just formalized the gallery space a little more to make it look more like a gallery.
Okay.
And then we gradually took in objects like jewelry, pottery, blown glass, things like that. And then the housing crisis was its own challenge.
Right.
And then when we got out of that, we renovated the interior. And then there's an outdoor space in the back of the building. It's a sizable green space, maybe like 1,500 square feet. So I turned that into a outdoor space during the pandemic.
Right.
I put a bunch of bricks in the ground.
Oh.
And so we're evolving that space into a venue for weddings, party showers, corporate
Right.
affairs, our own programming of music, comedy, theater, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
We were going to launch it in 23, but that's when Alice got sick. So 26 is my focus, trying to get that on the calendar.
Right.
Nice.
This was sort of a rebuilding year.
Yeah.
So it actually remains pretty consistent with what its vision was when it was first started. Just it's evolved with the city as the city's evolved.
Right.
Mm.
I mean, and I had the pleasure of actually, being at a few of the events when you've hosted them outside, and you call it the courtyard,
Correct.
right? And then having, hosting a, what was it, a baby shower?
Oh,
You did
yeah.
a baby shower.
We've
back
we've
there.
done baby showers,
Yeah.
wedding showers.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And I think there's like a cat involved.
There is a cat.
Okay.
And we have had 2 cats. This is our second cat. Our first cat was Fredo. He passed away in 2016. And then we brought in Hank.
Hank.
He goes by Hank the Tank.
Hank the
Right.
He's a stout
right.
man. He's orange. He loves being loved.
Aw.
And he manipulates people constantly for their affection.
Nice.
Oh, that's amazing.
So you talked a little bit about adding on the courtyard as an evolution, but in terms of the art you show and the events you host, how do you feel that the gallery serves the community?
Well, it's one of the rare opportunities for local artists to show. There's not a lot of that.
Mm.
There's maybe 3 or 4 of us that I can think off the top of my head.
Hmm.
And then I think it gives the community a third space. So it's not your house, it's not your work. It doesn't sit as a restaurant or a bar. It's more of a space where people can enjoy each other's company.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's one of the aspects of the courtyard that we see moving forward. And that's how we serve the community as a space.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So in terms of, shopping and holiday gifting, what are some of the unique items, or what would you recommend within the Connexions Gallery?
Well, everything's unique. These are one-offs. So you'll never find the same thing elsewhere. You can find something similar by a different person or by some corporate entity, whatever that might be, but you're not going to find a reproduction of something.
Okay.
You're going to get, it's a one-of-a-kind. So we sell one-of-a-kind items. But there's an array of different things you can get there, be it paintings, sculpture, jewelry, pottery, glass. It's all fabulous because it's all local and all original.
Wow.
But if you were looking for a gift, people that may not conceive of that,
Yeah.
that art is a gift, but art is a gift. And it's the most unique gift you can get for somebody because there won't be a reproduction anywhere. Like you can get, what was it Jared had a commercial? Jared's at the jewelry store.
Yeah.
And they had this commercial for this, I think it was like a circle or something. There's a pendant.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and it was made for the holiday and blah, blah, blah. And nothing against anybody. I'm not slighting anybody, but I'm just saying like it was presented like, oh, this is super unique and special, but then a million women are
Everybody
wearing
buying
it.
it.
And then
Right.
I saw other women wearing it.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, if I bought that.
Only 3,500 women in your
Yeah.
area will be wearing it
Which is-
this holiday
Right.
season.
This is the tennis bracelet of 2025.
Yes. So
That's yours now,
you can get something that nobody else will be wearing.
which is
At
awesome.
Connexions, yes.
I love that.
And why do we think that's important? Here in the Lehigh Valley, shopping local, and especially places like your gallery Connexions. Why would you think that matters so much for the Lehigh Valley?
Well, this is where philosophy and economics meet because if you want a vibrant community, you have to support what's there.
Right.
And mom and pops, we are like the pirates of economic redevelopment. Like we are out there on the edge of a space where other people are retreating.
Right.
So it's super important that people support their local businesses that way. And it supports your local economy, it supports jobs. And I think the ROI on that is, this is probably
Right.
I don't want to give a number because I wouldn't know. But I think the return on investment is higher. Like, so you spend $1 locally on a mom and pop versus you spend $1 on a chain store. You're going to get more back in your community based on that dollar.
And you're also going to help a neighbor. I mean, these are
Certainly.
our neighbors. And so when you're shopping local, you're helping to further and make sure that the family's needs are met right here within our own local community.
Yep.
And it tells people who you are as a community, right? So people who come here. So this is just me standing on my front door at Connexions, and I can hear people speak about how unique Easton is. And it's because we're filled with these gritty mom and pops who just wouldn't give up when Easton was not so Easton. You know?
Right.
So you create an identity that way, an authenticity that's not so we could all put like, I'm not slighting again, it's chain stores like Starbucks or whatever, and you could say, well, that's an identity. That's sure.
Right.
But then when people come and see, these are all these unique shops that I wouldn't see elsewhere, it gives them that experience so that when they go to the next community, they're like, that was a different experience.
Yeah.
And so they own that experience from those people on the street, not just the buildings that are in that community.
Yeah.
Cool.
And you mentioned before Easton was Easton, the Easton that it is its current state. And the decades that you've been around now, I remember like I was in economic development 25 years ago, and remember when things were just kind of being built up again or opening and the restaurant scene kind of thriving, but you were there before all of that.
22 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, which is amazing that you're still there.
Some might think that was stupid, but you know, you follow dreams and you listen to your fellow community members, and they say this is what we're doing, and you do it collectively. So if you trust in community and you believe in that, you'll put it all in, and then on the other side of it will be the reward. That's the long game, but that's how you change communities.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of changing communities, you have been, an integral part of Easton for a very long time.
Are you calling me old? I heard that.
I did not.
I thought so.
I did not.
I didn't say it.
I was going to say one of the unofficial mayors, right? Everybody in Easton knows you. You're known for helping everyone. You're known for helping our unsheltered neighbors. And so I don't think that you could do that alone, right? You have to have collaborators. You have to have great ideas. And so how are you moving within the Easton market as a small business owner and incorporating other small business owners in order to have more impact? Which just changes from a holiday gift guide, but I still think it's a great question.
That's okay. I think we can have
We're public media here, and we're all about
Okay.
community and connection. So
Okay.
this is a great conversation.
I think big-minded conversations are fine too, and it really defines like why you'd even have this conversation in the first place.
Right.
So, to your question, so 25 was like a rebuilding year for me after Alice's passing. So I'm still slightly disconnected, but at the same time, I'm trying to build an audience of people who want to talk about retaining equity in the community. Because at this point now, I wouldn't say we're over that hump, but I don't think we're pushing the stone up the hill anymore.
Right.
And so it's time for us as a community to start to realign our focus. So it's not just about survival, and then in that sense, it's more about how do you keep the people here who are already here. And so that's the conversations I'm having, because we don't need to get into a partisan dialogue about things, but the markets are volatile, and day to day, it's mildly surprising what's happening, and it wouldn't take a lot for a burgeoning or emerging community like Easton to struggle again. I don't think that's going to happen, but you want to make sure you have your alliances together, so in case something does occur. So even then, though, growth comes from synergy, and so I'm trying to figure out how to create new partnerships that way.
Right.
But I'm a little disconnected. But that doesn't mean that people in Easton aren't doing that anyway. They did that in my absence. They were, that's what what the community is about. When you can't stand, they stand up. So
they've increased the Winter Village this year and last year.
Oh yeah,
skating.
And we front loaded our involvement that way. And that's not a braggadocio thing, but I was heavily involved in the GDP, and it's informing it. I was on the board for 10 years. I was on a committee that brought the development to the Simone Silk Mill. So if you front load things, it'll buttress you when things get tough.
Right. And I
Yeah.
think that's one of the great places, the Easton Winter Village, and I know that you helped out with Common Space when that was there.
Yeah.
And so we're just saying, small
appreciate
businesses helping small businesses.
That's the nature of communities.
Yeah.
To me, community is everything. I come from a difficult place. My biological father was a leader of a gang, so I'm a product of a gang, and he was murdered when I was 8 years old. I was a rough young person, and I grew up in Martins Creek, a town that didn't really.
Is that in Pennsylvania?
Yes,
Okay.
it's 6 miles north of Easton.
Okay.
But that town was difficult for me and my family, and so when I came down to Easton as a man in his early 20s, after having been difficult, the town enveloped me, and it gave me guidance, and that's how I got to where I'm at. So that's why I'm so keenly supportive of community. I don't know where I'd be otherwise.
Yeah. So what kind of community things are happening around the gallery for the holidays?
So we'll be installing our holiday show. It's our 22nd annual holiday show.
22nd.
Holiday show is just defined as it's a show during the holidays. It's a large group show, so we try to include as many people as possible.
Okay.
Different things. I mean, you'll get gift items more so than large, expensive paintings, but you could.
Yep.
I mean, I'll sell you a very expensive painting any day of the week, so let's do that. But we have like blown glass ornaments,
Yep.
other ornaments that are hand painted in watercolor. There's jewelry. We bring in more stuff like that.
Okay.
Right.
But as far as the community is concerned, there's tree lighting that's going to be on Saturday after Thanksgiving. I forget the date. What's the date of Saturday after Thanksgiving? But that's when they light the peace candle in Center Square.
The 29th of
Thank you.
November?
Yeah, it would be the Saturday after Thanksgiving. And then that's when they kick off the Winter
Winter
Village.
Village.
Oh,
with-
the Winter
with
Village,
the
okay.
huts. Yeah,
Right.
and so that we typically, again, this may be a difficult year for me just to get everything together because Alice would do a lot of the food stuff for our events.
Right.
And we would do something in conjunction with the candle lighting or the tree lighting. No, it's a candle lighting, sorry. And then we have our opening on the 6th. So the 6th of December, 7 to 10. That's our 22nd anniversary. It's the gallery's 35th.
Okay.
So we'll be doing that. And then you're just in retail. And so we run every day as best as we can through retail season.
I mean, a gallery that's been there for 35 years.
Mm-hmm. I'm afraid to say out loud that I've never been in it.
We'll hold
So
that against you.
We'll have to change
I
that.
wrote down
Yeah.
the gallery opening day. I'm going to make that happen and add it on when I visit the Winter Village because I went last year during like the coldest night ever. So I got to make it before it turns really cold because there's a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah. And then there's like the night of is like there's like a few thousand people down there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so if you want to come down and see like chainsaws carving ice, that's a good time.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
And then they have carriage rides, I believe. Like
Amazing.
like Cinderella-esque carriages that take you around town.
Oh,
that sounds like so
wow.
much fun.
Yeah, it's a good time. And then the downtown itself is, because of the way it's laid out, it's off of an apex, which is the circle.
Mm-hmm.
That's where 3rd and Northampton meet. So you can generally walk in a square around the whole town. You're not repeating it. You're seeing new things each time you move.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool,
All right.
cool,
So tell us where in Easton, where's your shop?
213 Northampton Street.
Okay.
So we're between the Circle and 2nd Street on the north side of the street.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Great. Well, thank
Awesome.
you for chatting with us.
I appreciate you
Yes.
having me.
So we're going to move a little bit. We're still in Easton, right?
Mhm.
But we're going to talk a little bit about Asante Art Gallery. Asante Art Gallery is dedicated to contemporary African art, located in the Palmer Park Mall. It celebrates both tradition and contemporary work with an East African influence. You got to think bold sculptures, artwork, there's jewelry, there's clothing. And the best part about it, just like Connections, is the owner.
Okay.
The owner is
Thank you so much.
Grace,
Mhm.
and she is a spark of inspiration. She is an artist herself, and it's hard to differentiate, which ones are from Grace and which ones aren't because they're all home to her, so to speak. It's all one of a kind art, expresses culture. So check that out.
Yeah, so she's a Kenyan heritage, right? And she
Yes.
wanted to create this place that promotes cross-cultural understanding, shares the contemporary African point of view, and, just opens the window to those stories and traditions across the continent, which I think is wonderful.
Absolutely.
I'm going to have to put this on the list, too. I'm already thinking,
Yes.
and I've said this before, I need to, spend the weekend in Easton, get
Right.
a hotel at the Estonian.
Nice.
It's fabulous.
Yes.
And just, live like a local for the day. Because,
Right.
I'm in Allentown, so Easton is, that's far for
half
just a
hour.
regular night out,
Yeah.
But if I want to, see various shops, I have to pretend that it's, 50, 60 minutes away, like Philadelphia, where I would plan
To go and stay,
a
like a
stay.
staycation.
Correct.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, and there's great eateries too,
Oh,
right?
so many.
Oh, my God.
So many.
So
You know.
many.
It would take you 2 days, even from Allentown. You should stay overnight.
Yeah.
And you can stay at the Townley. That's down.
Townley.
Oh, the town.
I don't
That's
know the Townley.
It's a
Oh,
boutique
yes.
hotel that's on North 3rd Street.
Is it new?
I wouldn't say it's new. It's newish. They took a building that was
Yeah, there are a couple of years.
near dilapidated and refurbished it. It has bar Bix in it. It's
yes.
What is their name? Gusto.
I've eaten at
Oh,
Bar
right,
Bix.
yes.
What is the company's name? I forget it's with Gusto. I'm messing it up, but they own River Grill. They own Three
yeah.
Oak.
Okay.
They're the ones building the hotel on the Circle.
Okay.
They had Ocean. They own that, but they changed the name. I
Right.
can't remember the name now.
Yeah.
Ocean used to have a fantastic happy hour, by the way. I
Yeah.
just had to say that.
Now it's an Italian place, but it's very high end. But they have a boutique hotel. in town.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to start making my plans. All right. So we want to talk about a few other Asante Art Gallery you want to check out. It's in the Palmer Park Mall.
Palmer Park Mall in
Okay.
Easton. Mm-hmm.
All right. And then I want to also give a shout out to a little, this is one of my go-to places for framing.
Okay.
So it's the Art Gallery and Frame Shop in Allentown off of Cedar Crest. What I like to do is I like to go to art festivals or art shows and buy inexpensive prints and then get them framed.
Oh, and beautiful.
And then they're
ornate
their
frames.
own new piece of art.
Oh, I
And
like that.
so I go there and they do just a fantastic job. But they also have all kinds of other little local artists. There's this jeweler in there that does guitar, or watch battery rings, really cool stuff. So good little gifty stuff there. Also recommend Wadsworth and Company,
Right.
Southside, Bethlehem.
Southside.
Really eclectic mix of old and new,
Right.
featuring unique finds from Europe, from France, Belgium, monk sculptures.
Yes.
So, if that's your thing,
That's new.
it's new. Also love La Petite Provence, French-inspired home decor and gifts, and Paisley Sun in downtown Bethlehem.
Right. And then Refined.
Refined's been around a long time, too.
John and Ron. They were Home and Planet on Southside
Yes.
prior to. And then they had their Refine shop on the 400 block of Northampton Street in Easton before they moved to Allentown.
Oh, wow.
I
So
feel
they
like-
kind of bumped all over the valley. They were
Yeah.
like, we're going to be everywhere at least once.
Right. Do
John
they
was
have
kind
one more?
No, they
that's
have
it.
Art House. Art
That's
House is
it,
their.
Art House.
It's they're specifically.
Right.
It's more focused on fine art. The Art House.
Okay.
But they spell house Haus.
U.S.
Right.
And they have events.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some cute things there. I got a gift from there once. It was a business card holder.
Okay.
Of, the skyline of Allentown.
That's
It's great little gift.
Great
Somebody
gift.
at work bought me. I'm like, I'll take this all day long. I love stuff like that and repurposed things.
right.
So purses made out of old seat belts, and I remember that being something he carried at one point in time. Any other shops that you think of, Anthony, that you want to really
In
say?
Easton? 'Cause
Anywhere.
I'm gonna be
Anywhere.
specific to
Anywhere.
No,
Easton.
the
No.
Lehigh
Well, I'm
Valley.
specific to Easton. I'm sorry
Okay,
about that
that's
part.
fine.
Well, I would think anything downtown is good. If you're cool with unique young person's gifts,
Okay.
there's Polliwogs and Petunias.
Oh, right.
That's right up the
right.
street from us. There's Token. If you're looking for spicy cards,
Spicy what?
cards,
Cards.
gift cards. They're kind of spicy,
Okay.
right? They have things in them. I don't want to repeat some of them because they're a little spicy.
Oh, okay.
But you can get them there. They have lots, and they have these ramen bowls that seem to be a big hit.
What?
Nice.
Oh,
ramen
that you
balls.
can
yeah, they have you could put the chopsticks in there.
Oh, okay.
And then across the street from me is Easton Outdoor. If you're out to, when you feel like outdoorsy stuff, you
Yeah.
can
Right.
get gear and clothing. And Alice was over there all the time because she's so outdoorsy.
Yes.
New things in town. I mean, go down the street from us. There's a perfume shop now called Whiff.
Whiff.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that name.
Yeah, Whiff is down there. There's also a woman's boutique down there, Nyche.
Oh, Nyche.
Yeah.
Yes, Nyche was. I've heard of Nyche. They were in a fashion show recently.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's great place probably to go get, if in the very least a gift card.
Yeah, these are retail spaces.
For-
You can go up to Second Base, Andy Poe.
Oh, yeah.
He has home base on the south side.
Yeah.
Right?
There's new things coming, though. I'm trying to think of what else is up there. Quadrant's always a good buy.
Yeah.
There's the Belleville Market.
Yes,
You can
we talked about
really,
that on our
Did.
first episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those guys did
love-
a wonderful job making that place special.
Oh, it's amazing.
Next to them is Salvage Goods.
Okay.
Salvage
Yes.
Goods has two
also
locations. They have, antique, unique things there, too.
I love it.
There's a lot.
I can make a
There's
list for you.
lots.
It would take
There's
me
a lot.
second. Yeah, and there's new things that I'm not even aware of because, like I said, I'm just getting after everything last year.
Yeah.
Just getting
Right.
reinvigorated in the community. So I'm learning who these new business owners are. It's really amazing.
That's awesome.
And then we have Old Mecca Cafe. She's got arts vibes.
Okay.
I think I was in there.
It's up by Two Rivers, where Two Rivers was,
Yeah.
across from
Okay.
Easton Yoga.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was in a shop last year in September, and it had I want to say Colombian.
That was Isumana. I think I'm saying that right.
Yeah.
My friend Manuel was running that. Now
Right.
there was another person that was involved in that. Andrea, she went down and made her own shop. She has Casa 401.
That's the one I'm
And
thinking
then
of.
Casa 401 is, I think it's slightly Colombian based. I wouldn't want to, don't hold me to that.
Yeah.
But then
It's something Latin American.
yeah, she also opened an eatery in the public market.
Oh.
And I forget what they serve because I haven't really spent a ton of time in the public market.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because, again, my schedule. But
Yeah.
there's a bunch of new stuff in there. There's a cheese.
Cool.
He's not a cheesemonger, but he's like a cheese-ish monger.
Okay.
It takes a lot to be a cheesemonger.
I told you.
found this out.
I don't even know what
Anthony,
this
as I
is.
It's a title, like a sommelier.
Okay.
Love
And
that.
so,
Okay.
but it takes more to be a cheesemonger than it
Okay.
does to be a sommelier. So that's why you have so few cheesemongers. But there's fishmongers. And
Yeah.
we use that term glibly as Americans, but it's used as a title
Okay.
in Europe.
Okay.
So you have some sort of training in
Yes,
brie.
exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
you would know how to pair things and
Are
what's
we
what.
doing a food episode?
Right.
I don't know if we're
I
doing
know.
a
Well,
food
that's
episode.
that's okay
We're
because
sliding, I'm
I
sorry.
actually want to talk about Connections, how it's spelled, and
really?
how yes,
Yeah.
So
and
connections,
its origin.
what, the word or the whole thing?
Whichever way you want to go with it,
So
Anthony.
the name of Connections is spelled the French version. So it's Connextions. So I make the Bugs Bunny joke. It's Connexions, so that people understand that because they constantly try to spell it the other way, which is fine. It's just that's not what we are.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know how the original owner Robin came up with the name Connections. It just was because I was
Was she
19 when he opened it, and
Okay,
I was still like shady at that time. So I didn't meet him until the early 90s. And so I didn't get a chance to ever ask him. We bought it from him. I never asked him how he came up with the name.
Huh.
But
okay?
I think the point being is that he's picking a word he picked a word about bringing people together. Because
Right.
I did talk to him about why he opened an art gallery in the middle of downtown Easton when there was nothing
there.
but prostitutes and drug addicts outside.
Yeah.
And it's just philosophical. It says we're philosophical. Concepts meets economics. And you say, well, how can I redevelop this community as a human being? Because that's what his goal was. Economic development as a citizen, not as a person with a title.
Right.
And he saw that the arts helped redevelop New Hope.
Love
Because
that.
New Hope was a bit of a, dusty town back in the day. And by the time he opened Connections, New Hope was a thing.
Okay.
And so he thought, well, if I invest my time and energy and money into the arts, it'll bring people here, both in the community as a third space, as we discussed, but also people from outside the community.
Right.
And then when they come into the community, they'll have this experience because that's all we do is we sell experiences. And so then they take that experience with them, and then they take it outside of the community and they share it with their friends, and it becomes a draw. And this is not unheard of. There's a whole sociological observation of the arts as an economic development tool.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
a broken window theory.
Yep.
There was who was the guy who wrote a book about that? I forget. Robert Florida.
Ah,
Richard
yes.
Florida. Thank you. And so when I came into town, and as I said, I've been a rough person. It was the arts that's all I had. It was the arts. And so this town had art. And it was like, we're going to use it. And they showed me, we're going to use the arts to change this community. Now, I didn't think it would take 20 years, but you can see the impact of it. You go from, this would be Mayor Panto's original term back in the 80s, because he was mayor not just now, but before. It's like an odd thing how Mittman and Panto were mayors back in the 80s, and then
they
Mittman
were
and
again.
Panto
back
were
around.
yeah,
Right.
But they start Mittman. I would think he would be more aligned with the preservation movement in Easton, and then Panto was more aligned with the arts movement, although he was also a preservationist. So he brings in Carl Sterner, and Carl Sterner brings in all these other artists. So this is the mid 80s, and then you see Robin comes in. He's part of both sides of this coin. He's like he's into old buildings and he's into the arts, but he's not an artist, by the way. Just so you know, he just likes the arts. He's just he's not even a trained.
He doesn't create anything himself.
Not that way.
Right.
No, just
But
community.
the good
and
thing
synergy.
about that, though, is that we have so many artists here.
Well, that's the point about how that all comes around. So I credit him, Robin, with some of that for sure.
Awesome. Okay.
Well, I feel like we could have taken this kept going with this conversation. This has been amazing to have you here.
I appreciate it.
And have your sort of eye of how all of this is happening with your small businesses and why it's so important.
And art.
And how art can be just a wonderful gift. Not something that you just hang on your wall, but something that has a true connection to someone else.
They touched it with their hand.
They touched it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which proves that art in any form makes the most thoughtful gift.
Yeah. There you go. All right. So let's challenge everybody to shop artfully
Yes.
this holiday season.
I like that. Yeah.
I know. One more. You have an art pun to bring it home for us?
I'm not a pun person.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
no.
All right. Well,
Thanks.
again, it's home for the holidays. 'Tis the season to shop small and share big. Thank you for coming and hanging with us today, Anthony.
Thank you for your time, for having me.
So tune in next week for Joyful Giving. And this is, about supporting the local community, but also giving back. So the time of year to also give back.
So tune in next week.
Thanks.
Thank you.